at the shared screen, please let me know immediately. Okay, I can see some of the announcements that the internet is not stable today, and there may be some disturbance. All right, Mahindra-san,
Sure,
get that?
Sensei. Sure, Sensei. Yeah, yeah. If at all, if connection
Hello?
or anything, we will wait so that we can do a reconnection.
Okay,
Not to worry
okay.
about it.
I hope everything is going okay, but I just listened to you with some noises also.
Sorry about that, Sensei. Yeah, maybe some noises entering as well. Yeah, I think connectivity.
Especially for the young people who will be having a lot of opportunities, okay, in Japan for the coming years, since the India and Japan relationship has been very much on the high level, and it's going to grow, I'm sure. So a lot of opportunities for young people even to go to Japan and to find a decent job. And I'll tell you why and how. Okay, let me just share my screen. I have prepared, as usual, one presentation for you. Okay. Anyone, please? Anyone, please confirm. Can you see this?
Sensei, now the screen is up. Yeah, it's
Yes, yes.
Okay. Okay. So let me continue then. All right. I hope everything goes well. I just worry about that. Today's condition is not so good. Okay. So constructive thinking for a global mindset, and with focus on opportunities for Indians in Japan, as it is laid out like this. So I'll be talking about some of the topics here today. I'll be showing. But before that, let me just start with this. There are 5 ways COVID-19 has changed the workforce or workplace and management from the World Economic Forum. It was released on the second day of June. Just to share with you, there are 5 things. Okay, the world's response to COVID-19 has resulted in the most rapid transformation of the workplace. The working from home, the WFH, has become the new normal, and we've gone from digitizing the relationship between firm and customer to digitizing the relationship between employer and employees. And COVID-19 is also catalyst to reinvent the future of work for managers who take the opportunity to make things better than they were. New technologies, new roles, new skills, new mindsets, new quickly changing workplace are the words. See, if you take a look at this small article, how many new word is there? See? So, new things are happening. What are the 5 ways that change the workplace? Number 1, rapid reskilling and upskilling is happening. Quick adoption of new advanced technology is required, and it was made possible. Number 2, changing leadership and management competencies. That means corporate culture and leadership skills focus on empathy. Empathy is another buzzword for management. Number 3, a culture of trust, transparency, and openness is now becoming very much more important, all to be supportive of one another. Everybody should work together and support each other. Number 4, individual and social well-being is now considered very important factor. Mental, social, physical, and financial well-being has to be ensured. Number 5, working in a more agile way. Simpler, faster, and less expensive ways to operate. This is a good example of a webinar that is simple, faster, and less expensive, aren't they? Okay, here is one more new here. The new way, a new move in the market you should know. Have you heard about CASE, CASE? Have you heard about this? In the automobile industry, which is happening, and it's a new buzzword for the after coronavirus, and also it's already happening, right? The CASE means connected. Everybody got connected. The automobile cars are connected. Autonomous. See, it's already happening. In Japan, already started to have a pilot run for taxis. Number 3, S for share or the service or subscribe. So it's a different way of model, business model is happening. Nobody wants to buy a car or own a car, but to share the car and share that service or subscribe that service. That is happening. And the last E for electrification, okay? So those are the changes already happening in the automobile industry. So CASE is something new that we have to know. Okay, now back to my career history. Just let me go through my career history. In 1979, I graduated from college and got placement at Sharp Corporation in Japan. First assignment outside Japan was Saudi Arabia, where I stayed 5.5 years. Second mission outside Japan was USA. I stayed 5 years there. I learned a lot of marketing there. And just next to it was Mexico. It's another very different cultural, society, where I spent another 5 years representing Sharp. Back to Japan for some time, and the fourth mission outside Japan was UAE, Dubai, where I was in charge of all Middle East and African countries. All right, it was a big territory to cover. It was impossible to go everywhere. And back to Japan sometime again, and my last mission was in India. Stayed for 2 years in New Delhi, and the rest in Pune here, Maharashtra. And my last mission was to be assigned as the managing director. It was a manufacturing company. Is somebody talking? Excuse me? Sorry, is somebody talking now? Okay.
Sorry about it, Sensei. Yeah,
So
some noise came.
Okay.
But it should be.
Please make sure everybody is on mute, okay? Yeah, okay. My last mission was to become managing director for Sharp India Limited, which is a manufacturing company. I have been in the marketing and sales all the way, but the last mission that I got before my retirement was the head of the manufacturing company. See, I'm not a engineering background, but I yes, could manage that kind of job lastly. Okay, and I got retired from Sharp, or graduated from Sharp maybe in 2016, and I came back to Pune, India, and to become a bridge person connecting India and Japan in many ways, commercial, academic, and culture, right? So I just like to tell you, the young people here, when I joined Sharp after graduating from the college, I was just like this, just a blank sheet of paper, meaning I was just nobody but a BA holder, majoring only in languages, English and Spanish. So when I joined Sharp, I was nobody but just a junior clerk, okay? I didn't have any title. I was just a junior clerk making some copies for the boss, all right? And I didn't know anything about the business, marketing, sales, accounting, legal matters, nothing. I had nothing. Management, I knew nothing. So I started from the scratch, okay? And I grew up within the company. And I graduated from Sharp as a managing director, representative of Sharp, having all the responsibilities. Okay? My point here, if you are young, you can become anyone you want, okay? Anyone is capable. So today's topics of my discussion, number one, different perspective and commonness between you Indians and me Japanese. Number two, what I have learned in foreign countries. There are 6 basic guidelines to live in a foreign culture that I have learned by myself. Number 3, key elements for strong team and to become a strong leader. Okay, those are the takeaways for you today. And again, one more takeaway for you, 11 articles of the Constitution to become a global-minded leader. And number 5, last but not least, this is another extra takeaway for you, 10 rules to live a long and happy life. It's a secret of Japanese, okay? First of all, I'd like to share with you the world map that you are very familiar with, but this is not the world that any single Japanese people are seeing every day. Japanese people see the world not this way at all, but this way. This is the world for us. This is the world for you. And many people say Japan is located in the very far east. Very far east? No, that's only from the European point of view. From our point of view, very far east is New York City here. Okay? So that's the difference in perspective. That's the difference. From this map that we are looking at every day, United States of America is very far away. See? And India and Japan are closer, much, much closer than you may think. Obviously, we are same brothers and sisters in Asian countries, right? Now I show you some of the big differences between India and Japan. This is the population pyramid in 2015 of India. Are you familiar with this graphics? This is boys. Blue are boys, yellow are girls. The bottom line is 0 age, the top line is 100 age. So every 5-year step, right, age groups are there. So the length of the bar is showing the number of population. So India is a very young country. The young generation is the most, right? Now I will show you the same thing in 30 years from today, all right? In the year 2050, it will look like this. Okay, beautiful shape, beautiful. I call this Taj Mahal. Very nice, great shape. All right, the population is 131 crore and over now. It's close to 140 crores now. But it will become, it may become, I would say, in the year 2050, 30 years from today, it may become 175 crores. Wow. Big number. I'll show you some other country. It looks like this. See, very different shape from India. This is not Japan. This is China. Okay. China's population now 137 crore, or close to 140 now, which is #1 in the whole world. #1 populated country in the whole world is China today only. after 30 years from today, it will become only number 2. India will become far biggest populated country in the whole world. And number 2 is China. And the gap is bigger. Gap is very big. All right. And important point, India will become number 1 populated country in the whole world within 10 years from today. And you don't need to do any extra efforts for that. Just simply it will become. Simply grow, all right, without any extra efforts for that. Now I show you Japan. Japan looks totally different from India, totally. In the year 2015, it looked like this. Already it is the shape like China 30 years from today, right? And in the year 2050, it will look like this. Wow, what a shape. The big top and small bottom. Very shaky, unstable, easy to fall down, right? This is what it looks in the year 2050. Don't ask me why is it so. There is another issue that we need to talk about. That's not the discussion today, all right? Don't ask me what, why. The population, 13 crore to become only 11 crore. The Japan is getting lower and lower and reducing the number of younger generation, okay? And this is the major problem with Japan now. Look at this. From the 15 to 64 year age group, 15 to 64 is believed to be the productive population. Productive population is getting lower and lower and lower every year. So, you know, what is the problem? The issue is Japan is in desperate need of young manpower in all industries where no robotics or AI, artificial intelligence, can replace the humans. That means everywhere, almost everywhere, right? We need young manpower. Where are they? You, Indians, okay? We'll talk about that a little later. Now, there is a difference in perspectives. India and Japan look so different, but there are many things we can share commonly, all right? I will be showing some of the examples, just some of the examples. Buddhism is one. Buddhism was born in India and brought up in Japan, very widely, very strongly. Roughly 1 out of 3 people, at least I say, 1 out of the 3 Japanese people worship Buddhism, okay? This is the great statue of Buddha, the largest statue of Buddha in the world, which has a height of 18 meters, 18 meters height from the bottom to the top. It's huge, gigantic. And it was inaugurated by an Indian Buddhist monk, Bodhisena, who is believed to be the first visitor from India through China in the 8th century. See, back in 8th century, Indian-Japan relationship has started already, all right? Second thing, we Japanese people worship in nature. Mountains, rivers, trees, rocks, see, even the flowers. We worship nature as gods, right? We believe gods are there everywhere to protect us. These are the 2 rocks. The bigger rock is a husband and the small rock is his wife, connected by a sacred rope, right? Millions of people go and worship just for the sake of those rocks. See? But here is a symbol of Shintoism. So I think many of the Indian people worship nature as gods as well. So I put this as a common thing that we share. Have you heard about the 3 wise monkeys? I think yes, right? Many of you know about those three wise monkeys. Hear no evil, speak no evil, see no evil. I think I heard from many Indian friends that Mahatma Gandhi ji was talking about these three monkeys. But this photograph I show you here today is taken from one of the Japanese temples or shrines, which is hundreds of years old, right? So hundreds of years before Mahatma Gandhi ji talked about these monkeys, it was already there in Japan. So those three monkeys are connected to Japan. Okay, here, speak no evil, see no evil, hear no evil by Mahatma Gandhi. Yes, this was in Gujarat. Okay, now look at those three statues of God and Goddess very carefully and closely. Aren't they looking familiar to you? These are the three gods and goddess worshipped in one of the Buddhist temples in Hiroshima. Okay, those are the three gods named in Japanese names. Benzaiten from left, Kangiten in the center, and Tamonten on the right. But yes, as you imagined, those are the gods from India. Saraswati, Ganesha, and Kubera. See, all these gods are worshipped in Japan. And the Lord Ganesha is just one of the deities worshipped in Japan derived from India. There are many more. Lakshmi is also, right? Indira also. There are many more deities, Hindu or Indian origin, and they are also worshipped very widely in Japan. In fact, the Ganesha temples are there in Japan, more than 200 places. More than 200 places in Japan, there are Ganesha dedicated temples. People go and worship and pray for Ganesha. They don't know they are called Ganesha, but they are Kangiten, but it's the same origin, right? So that's another big common thing. We have spiritually common in a sense, right? Now, after all the career history of 37 years, almost 40 years of engaging in the global business, there are 6 basic guidelines to live in a foreign culture that I came up, right? I wanted to share it with you. Number 1, get deeper into the culture, the local culture. Guideline, or my advice to you all, do not mingle or mix with your countrymen. For example, if you go to Japan, don't mix with the Indians there. Mix with the local people. Number 2, learn its history and culture. So you have to go to see some historical spots, right? Number 3, observe and follow the local manners. Yes, there are certain manners. Be punctual is number 1. Number 1, be punctual in Japan. And the punctuality in Japan means be punctual to the minute, not minutes. That's a difference, right? Even 1 minute late, even 1 minute delay, in many cases, not allowed, not accepted, right? And respect all religions, no matter where you go, no matter what you believe in. Respect all religions. There should not be any conflict between them, okay? I tell you why. It's a very simple reason. Religions are given by the birth, right? It's not your choice. In many cases, religions is not your choice. It was given by your birth. Have you chosen to become an Indian to be birthed? No. Did I choose to become a Japanese person when I was born? No. I was just born. as a Japanese. It was not my choice. It was given. Religion is the same in many of the cases. That's why you respect your religion, you respect your nationality. Same way you should do the other people. You should show your respect to any other people, whatever the religion may be, should not recognize as a difference, should be the same, all right, as humans. We are all humans. The religion is not your choice. It is your given birth, right? Number 4, feel the local lifestyle. Yes, feel the local lifestyle from the eye level of the ordinary local people. Ordinary local people. You should not look at from the very top, high end, to look down the bottom. No, you have to live in the same eye level of the ordinary people there in the local place. Number 5, know better than the locals. For example, if you go to Japan, try to know more about Japan, even more than the Japanese people there. And there is one way of doing the marketing research. Monitor frequently the same point of observation. The same point of observation. It is a marketing tactic, okay? Number 6, be ready always to talk about your country, because wherever you go, if you go to Japan, you are the ambassador of India. You are the representative of India. Everybody look at you as an ambassador to Japan from India. See, whatever you say, whatever you do, people will think, oh, Indians do this. Indians say this. Indians think about this. Me, same. I'm in Pune, Maharashtra, in India, almost 10 years now. Whatever I say, whatever I do, many Indian friends take me as Japanese are doing like this, okay? So you are the same. When you are going to any foreign country, you are the ambassador of India, representing India. So you have to know better about your own country, okay? Those are the 6 guidelines to live in a foreign culture, all right? As a student or as a professional. In America, United States of America, I have learned many things in marketing. But there is one thing I never forget, and I will never ever forget in my life, is KISS, KISS. KISS is a word. It's an American marketing buzzword. Have you heard about this? Do you know this?
Sir. Yes,
it's
sir.
English, of course. Just keep it simple. And what is the last one? Some of you have already known. It's because
Stupid.
I told you, right? Keep
Short.
it simple and
Stupid.
yes, stupid. All right? Okay, please unmute. Stupid means any stupid person can enjoy your product or service. This it here, the it here means a new service or product that you want to sell, okay? So it must be simple and must be stupid. The stupid means any person can enjoy it, all right? Okay, so it's a basic principle applicable to all over the world, actually. Now, I admire one hero here in India, Swami Vivekananda. He once told in the United States when he was participating in the Congress or Parliament of Religions in Chicago, USA. So Swami Vivekananda said in 1894, Western efficiency and dynamism combined with Indian spiritual values will create the best management system in the world. Very well said, very well said. And India has done a great job following his words, but let me just review what is the status. Global Competitiveness Index 4.0 Global Competitiveness Index 4.0 by World Economic Forum report 2019 shows the ranking Japan as number 6. Unfortunately, down one from the previous year. So it was number 5 and it made number 6 only. Who are the top 3? Oh, top 5. The Singapore is number 1, USA number 2, Hong Kong number 3. Now it's in danger, but anyway. Netherlands number 4 and Switzerland number 5. And then Japan. Now, how do you guess India is ranked in this survey? India was ranked number 68, and it was down 10 from the last year. So it was 58, but anyway, it's very low, all right? Do you know who are better than you, Indians? Taiwan, number 12, South Korea, number 13, Malaysia, 27, China, 28, Thailand, 40, Indonesia, 50, Philippines, 64, Vietnam, 67. How do you see that? It's not good. Not looking good, so I will show you something better. World Competitiveness Ranking 2019 by IMD. It's a business school in Switzerland. There is one World Competitiveness Center is there. Their report says the ranking in 2019, Japan as number 30. Wow, way down. Number 30, down 5 from previous year. See, who are the top 10? Singapore, Hong Kong, USA, Switzerland, UAE, Netherlands, and Ireland, right? Interesting, isn't it? It's a total different from the previous one. Now, India. How do you guess India? In this report, India was ranked. Oh, sorry, I forgot to tell you, Denmark 8, Sweden number 9, and Qatar even number 10. Now I tell you, India was ranked by this report as number 43. See, just a bit better than the previous one, 68, right? But it's still 43. Well, Japan was number 30, so it's getting closer, all right? Number 43 was India. Who else are there in this South Asian market? China 14, Taiwan 17, Malaysia 22, Thailand 25, South Korea 28, Indonesia 32. All right. So those are the rankings. So when you look at any ranking or any report, you got to be very careful. You cannot depend on one report only because it's different, right? You see the difference in between the two reports now. All right. One more and the latest, very latest and better information for you. Global Manufacturing Risk Index 2020 by Cushman and Wakefield. This is dated 25th of June this year, very recent report, okay? This report is showing something very interesting for you to know. It analyzed the impact of COVID-19 and assesses the most suitable locations for global manufacturing among 48 countries in the world, okay? Americas, Europe, and Asia. So it's not including Africa or Middle East. Okay. Number one, risk ranking. The risk ranking is number one. Okay, there are 3 rankings it shows. Risk ranking shows number 1, meaning less risk, least risk is Canada. Number 2, USA. Number 3, Singapore. Number 4, Germany. Number 5, China. China is number 5, okay? The next 2 rankings are very, very important for you to know. Number 1, the cost ranking, the cost, cost competitiveness ranking in manufacturing, of course. It shows number 1 is China, number 2, Vietnam, number 3 is India. Number 4, Malaysia. Number 5, Indonesia. So India is ranked better than Malaysia, Indonesia here, but not better than China or Vietnam. So there are still challenges here. And the number 3, or the second of the interesting topics, the ranking of baseline, the baseline. So it's a basic assessments. It shows number 1, China, number 2, USA, and number 3, again, India. Number 4, Slovakia, Czech Republic, sorry. And number 5 is Canada, right? So it's an encouraging factor that India has been already ranked number 3 in the cost. It was ranked number 5 or much lower. And baseline ranking has been number 4 last year, and this year it's up to number 3. Not bad, not bad. So it has the potential, and it is growing, and it's going to grow. At least India should go beyond Vietnam and look for China as a closer competitor, all right? I will show you something more encouraging for you today. Top 5 GDP in 2060, okay? Top 5 GDP projected in the year 2060, which is 40 years from today. 40 years from today, how old are you? Just imagine. I will be gone already, okay, by that time. But look at this. See, the top is US. The second is China, very close, 2 years. And number 3 is India. Yes. Germany and Japan are far less, right? So this is India. India can become number 3 starting from here, even before 2030. Within less than 10 years from today, India can, or probably, possibly become number 3 economy in the world. Isn't that encouraging for you, right? But don't forget, you are the responsible people for that. See, you are part of that responsibility. India can become number 3, but it depends on you, right? So, back to this. I admire so much of Swami Vivekananda. He's talking about the best management system in the world. Now I will ask you and tell you, Japanese teamwork spirit and accountability combined with Indian Jugaad concept will create the best manufacturing system in the world. Okay? I'm not joking about this. I am very much positive. We have to take the positive side of the Jugaad. Jugaad has a lot of positiveness, all right? Then let's make the best out of it. And Japan's teamwork spirit and Japan's accountability, you know, perfection, control of liability, reliability, and perfect quality control. We can start, you know, learning each other, and we can work together and make the best manufacturing system in the world, combination with the Indian Jugaad flexibility, adaptability concept, and that makes the best manufacturing system together with Japan and India. And that's the only way you can compete against China. That's my belief, okay? And Japan and India share the same vision as a very special strategic and global partnership for the Indo-Pacific region and the world. It's not the bilateral relations anymore. It's beyond that, right? Now, I told you about the demography of Japan. The future of Japan is very much looking miserable. Shortage of workforce in Japan is already seen today. See, the number of shortage of manpower in nursing care or silver age care, elderly cares, restaurants, construction, agriculture, hotels, lodging, building cleaning, food operation, production, fabrication. Look at this. Those are the number of people already in short, and it will only grow. Next, the shortage of science graduates. If you, some of you here listening to me here today, if you are in the science, technology specialties, you have a great opportunity in Japan for higher studies or to get a great, decent job there. See, we need more technology majors. We need more engineers in AI and data analytics. See, we need a lot of engineers, especially in the field of IT. 50 engineers shortage will become more and more. All right. At least in the IT sector, we need 2 lakhs of professionals from India. It will grow up to 8 lakhs of people required from India in the year 2030. Japan is welcoming you all. If you are engineer, especially in the IT sector, you are welcome to Japan even today. So my conclusion here, there is a huge potential in employment opportunities in Japan or at Japanese companies worldwide. Importance of learning Japanese language today is critical. Without Japanese language knowledge and proficiency, that opportunity will not come to you. If you want to grab that opportunity in Japan, you need to start learning Japanese today, because it will take 2 to 3 years for one to reach an employable level in proficiency in the Japanese language. Okay. Now takeaways. Now 3 takeaways for you today. Number 1, what are the key elements of a strong team? Number 1, T for transparency. Without transparency, no team will work effectively. Number 2, empowerment. Any leader cannot control everyone in the team. So empowerment. Number 3, appreciation and acknowledgement. Whenever any team members had a great job, you have to appreciate them and acknowledge them in front of everybody. Number 4, without a doubt, motivation. Why they are here, why they are doing this, why you have this goal and that. The motivation is very important. So those are the elements for a strong team: transparency, empowerment, appreciation and acknowledgements, and motivation. Okay. Next takeaway for you. What are the key elements of a strong leader? How to become a strong leader now by yourself? LEADER. Number 1, L for logical thinking. E for eloquent speech. You have to be eloquent in speech so that you can inspire the people, influence the people, and persuade the people. A, ambitious vision that only leader can take. D, dynamic approach only a leader can take. Again. E, empathetic personality, which is the base for the trust. R, without a doubt, responsible action. You have to be responsible. All the actions made by the team, even if your team members did something wrong, it's your responsibility, not theirs. Leaders should take all the responsibilities of the team. Remember that, okay? So L, logical thinking. E, eloquent speech. A, ambitious vision. D, dynamic approach. E, empathetic personality. And R for responsible action. Those are the 6 elements to become a strong leader, all right? Now, here is an 11 articles of constitution of mine to become a global leader or global minded leader. Number 1, speak good English to get high esteem. You don't have to speak like British or American, but you have to speak a very understandable and clear English language. Number two, knowledge serves only when used in practice. Even if you're a genius, if it's not used in practice for the society, no value. Number three, illogical statement will never get understood. So be logical, as I said in the leadership. Number four, passion can only get you touched by the other's mind. Without passion, nobody will get touched and nobody get persuaded. All right. Number five, respect your partner to establish mutual trust, especially the religions, as I told you. Religions are not your choice. It was given by your birth. So respect everyone's religion. Number six, emotion will not help you lead to correct decision. Emotional things should not do any decisions. Just calm down until you calm down and then think twice to make a decision. Number seven, if not exceeding your limit, there is no growth. See, set your goal as a little higher than where you are always and grab it as quick as you can. Once you grab it and you did it, then it will become your confidence. Once your confidence is there, then it will encourage you to challenge more. Number eight, courage can help you find the unknown answer. In the business, there is no right answer. Only in the schools, you can find the answer. In the business, there is no answer from the beginning. You have to find it. You have to have a courage to explore it. Number nine, challenging new ways to create changes. If you challenge on something, change something in your lifestyle. Number 10, challenge without prejudice only makes sense. Be open-minded to accept and welcome every single new ideas and insights. Number 11, last but not least, working alone will never get you expected result. So again, teamwork. You can learn a lot of teamwork from Japanese people, okay? So this is the third takeaway for you today. And extra, here is one extra takeaway for you all. Ikigai, meaning, it's a Japanese word, but it's a meaning, reason for being. Okay, it's a Japanese secret to a long and happy life. You know, the Japanese people are long living, people out of all the worlds, particularly for women. They live longest in the whole world. And there is a ikigai. It's a Japanese secret to a long and happy life. Okay. In this book is available in India as well. Okay. I recommend you to read if you're interested. See, this is the diagram, very interesting diagram. It shows what you love, what you are good, what you can be paid, and what the world or society need. All those four elements can be met to make your ikigai. So if you're young and looking for a job, look for a job that you love to do. Look for a job that you are good at it. Look for a job that can be paid to you, can pay to you. And look for a job, any society will need it, all right? All these four elements should be met together. Not even a single one can be missed. Once you find those four elements together, that's your kind of work that you do, and that is called in Japanese ikigai. Okay, I can do much more elaboration on this topic, but anyway, just an overview of this. And there is a 10 rules to live a long and happy life from the Japanese perspective. Okay, number one, stay active, don't retire. Just like me, look at me. I'm 64 years old today, but I'm not retiring. I'm not thinking about retiring anymore. Anyway, right? I will work until I die. Number two, take it slow. Don't make it too hectic, too fast. See, make your pace. Number three, don't fill your stomach 80% only. This is important. I see many Indian people eat as much as they can. Don't do that. Don't do that. Just stop it until 80% full. Just stop it. This is the medicine for health. All right. Number 4, surround yourself with good friends only, not bad friends. Eliminate all bad friends. Right. Only good friends be with you. Number 5, get in shape for your next birthday. Birthday is the place when you are totally focused on, right? Everybody watch you. So you have to keep your shape in good shape for the next birthday. You start exercising, you start yoga, okay? To make it look better next year. Number 6, smile, keep smiling. Yes, keep smiling. This can only change your personality. Number 7, reconnect with nature. Be in nature, anywhere. Be with nature at any time that you can, right? Spend some time in the nature. Number 8, give thanks to many things, anything. Thanks to any material even. Thanks to some machines, thanks to your PC, thanks to your smartphone, thanks to your dog, cats, thanks to your people and family. Number 9, live in the moment. Live in the moment. Well, this is for the elderly people, just like me. I live in this moment. I live in this moment. I can die tomorrow because I don't regret. I'm doing the best now, so I don't regret even if I die tomorrow because I'm living in the moment at every single moment. Number 10, follow your ikigai. Yes, I found my ikigai. One thing I love to do it. One thing I'm good at it. One thing I'm getting paid for it. One thing I'm doing for the society and the world, which is what I do now. Even today, I'm doing it. All right. Oh, I'm not getting paid for this. No problem. No problem. It's okay. It's a volunteer. That's fine. But this is my mission. All right. The 3 wise monkeys, I talked about it and you knew it, right? But may I recommend to forget about those 3 wise monkeys because of this. Because of this, look at this. Please look at this carefully. What do you see? What do you see? Hear no evil, speak no evil, see no evil, but you may be following and sharing all evils every day. Okay? Don't do that. Don't waste your time. Never waste your time with this number 4 monkey. Number 4 monkey may be you. If it's you, forget it. Okay? Don't do that. In ancient Rig Veda, Indian ancient wisdom, Rig Veda, it says here, you can read this, right? Ano Badra Krata Boyantu Vishbata, right? It means to make good thoughts come to us from all directions. Look at those monkeys, what they do. Speak out, listen up, and see it all. This is what you need to do. Forget about those 3 wise monkeys because they are dealing with the evils. And this is completely opposite of those 3 wise monkeys. And this is what we call the 3 smart monkeys. So be 3 smart monkeys from today, everyone. And be nice and live longer, live safe, okay? Be happy. Let's build up a very solid partnership between you Indians and we Japanese for a prosperous and peaceful future. Thank you so much. And young people can change the future. Young people can change the world. All right? Let's make it happen. Thank you very much for your attention. Over to you.
Imma.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Sensei. Those were really priceless words, and those, in fact, actually puts us into the perspective, into the actual moment. where we are seeing a rapid growth in the world, and all that data has been shared through you, and all the future vision, how these kind of great changes are going to influence our thinking, our career. In fact, you've also touched upon helping us to shape our own careers, building our own global mindset, our own personality, and finally also to lead a happy life with all the life principles that you have lived through, and you have in fact built them through, and yet of course you're sharing those with us, Sensei. It's really, we're really lucky to have all of these kind of inputs from you today. And it's extremely
You're welcome.
enriching, as someone is mentioning here in the chat as well. This is Shashikant Dabral, and I absolutely agree with that as well. Truly enriching, these kind of personal life being shared by putting them into points and into the perspective of the present generation. Let me go quickly ahead to take questions from here, because we have questions coming in already in the chat box, but let me give in that opportunity. So I'm going to allow participants to unmute themselves, but please do unmute yourselves one by one. I think Shankara Venkata Prasad sir had the very first question. So let me just indicate, I think sir, maybe you can go first. And yeah, of course, participants, please feel free to unmute yourself and ask your questions to the to our guest speaker, Isogai Sensei. Okay. So I think starting with Venkata sir, please do sir. Yeah, help yourself. I mean, you can unmute yourself now.
Sure. Thank you, Mahender.